Run these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot.
An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, Coach, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready. Mike 50. You better be afraid of me. You better.
They'll run on first down. Fields. And some room to maneuver. 34 yards there and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Throwing on first down. Coe. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll drop to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. 27 yards there, a first down. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football, go make a play, and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. They can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 52 at the mark. Check 52 at the mark. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
He'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Check 99. Check 99.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go.
They'll set up a throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Coe escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like it. I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and you give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
He completes it to Evans. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long?
Okay, ready?
They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43.
Check 50, 80 weapon, 80 weapon.
And they give this time to the tailback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
On 2nd down now. It's Fields, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Off the bootleg. Coe. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
Begin. Recon, 132 fighter. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. I got you. Head.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Back to throw now in his own end zone. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 3. Looking long for Thomas. They've got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there for KC. 49 yards. So the big play gets him a field now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Bravo.
2nd and 5. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They'll drop the throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Twist on travel.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. 2nd and 14. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And it's caught. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On 2nd down, it's Fields. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
To throw on 3rd down, Coe. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here's Hill on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And now it's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, Haywood. Go. Mike's fine. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Their mobile quarterback with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 9 now. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
From the contact, Byron Jones on the coverage.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Cole. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Showing it. Foxtrot. 56.
A final shot before break. Coe buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, D. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. 5. Yo, shoot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Watch tight is right. Hey. 4 down. Check 52. 52's the Mike, boys. 52. Hey, Charlie.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. To throw again. Cole. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 at the 40.
Check, crunch, pilot, 64, weak, he's
now Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On play action, they'll throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Antonio Brown, AB, with just one hand to complete that catch. Is there anything he can't do?
He has just continued to impress year after year, hasn't he?
He has never forgotten that he wasn't considered an elite receiver coming out of college. I think every snap he takes it upon himself to prove that he should have been.
That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a first and 10. They'll look to throw here. Incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Hey, high 7. 5.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll try to run this one in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
You go tight. Ready?
They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Let's go, Mike. 50. Mike, go on. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Go.
Back to throw. Coe. He finds his target. It's Evans. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Lion, 64, weak. No. Check. 53. Go. 53.
And an alley to run. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Coe. And he slings one that's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Coe throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears. 61. Matchbox, right. Let's go. Ready, go.
They'll try the left side. Fields. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Ready. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Second turn, defense. Ready, go.
Operating from the gun. Coe. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Watch the eye. Blue dot Porkers. Nice 7, let's go.
On first down, Coe. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Cole. And he's going to go down again. Frank Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Lock it. Safety's creeping.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cole. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cohen trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Watch 52. Look at me. Go. Topper.
They'll set up to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here we go. Set. 15 lining. I'm coming after you. Go.
On 1st and 10, Cole. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Ten Lobo. Bravo. You can choose the Mike. Watch Mike. Let's go one more. Snap.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Jet bomber. Hey, exit. Check 13. Check 13.
He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey, box drop.
He'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
First down, Kansas City.
Break. Mike 54. Pick it up. Get it ready.
Bibbs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Bibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 3rd and long. Coe. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Coe. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Delano Hill, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Sawyer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
15 line. 15 line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Okay, ready? 52, right? 52. We go. Joker.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Obviously, the offense thought they had something going by trying to go wide on a short yardage play. But how about the defense expecting something in the middle and still able to adjust and sprint to the edge and make the play?
So out comes the field goal team once more.
Field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
He's brought down by William Jackson. It's a pickup of 6.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.